What's up, everybody? I'm Myron, the world's most irritating father.
And I'm Makhai, the silent assassin.
And you are tuned in to our show, Conversations with Myron and Makhai, where you will not only see our fun, silly side like our videos,
but you'll see our more serious side as well.
And on this show, our aim is to allow you to really get to know us, shine light on all the active fathers, single mothers, and to uplift any kids who suffer from not having an active father and feel like they're abandoned.
Welcome to Conversations with Myron and Makhai.
What's up, everybody, man? Episode 1 of the Conversations with Myron and Makhai, the podcast, man. The show, I don't even know what it is just yet, man. But, you know, we trying something new. This been something on my mind for a long time. I've been talking about it. So I'm like, I got to do it with my son. Y'all already know I got my best friend. Y'all can introduce yourself, man. Everybody know I'm Myron, the irritating dad, cheating ass Myron, fofo, whatever you want to call it. What we got?
We'll go first.
Yeah, man, talk. It don't, yeah, look at him. I'm going first.
My name is Makhai. My nickname Mac. That's what everybody know me as, or people on social media as Mac 2 players, or the silent assassin.
All right, what you do? I mean, what else you do? You do anything else outside of silent, not talk?
I hoop.
You hoop for where?
Milwaukee Lutheran.
All right, okay. Was you trash this year or what?
No, I wasn't.
You was Was he trash? You know them highlights. You know we can put highlights up there sometimes and just highlights, and then you just go see somebody in person. You be like, nah. Was you one of them people?
No, I played the same way I look on camera.
Oh, okay. Pop your stuff, then.
Talk, man.
We got in the middle right here, man.
Man, it's your boy B Jones, aka Humbucker. You know, my family know I'm a actor, comedian, a father.
Yeah, we know you're a father. Oh boy, if you ain't nothing else, you a father, man. You a father for sure, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll get to that. You already know where I was going with it.
We'll get to that, yeah.
We gonna get to it, man. But like I said, man, this is Conversations with Myron and Makhai, man. You know, I had to have my dog on one of my right hands, and this podcast, like I said, it's something we always wanted to do. We talked about it. Me and you even talked about it, which you might be a part of this now. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how it's gonna play out, or we gonna start our own, but I wanted to start a podcast with my son once we started going viral on social media, because what they were seeing with our bond was like, it was just like I don't know a word. I can't think of a good word right now. It was like, I'm gonna just say touching, pause.
Yeah.
It was like touching, and people was like, I was doing it for fun and comedy, but the people were seeing a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And they was just like, oh, I love their relationship. And anybody that know me, they know that's how I am with my son, and like just in general. Like,
Thanks.
He come before anything. He was coming before my comedy career. You feel what I'm saying? If you know me, you know that. So by me seeing that, I was just like, you know what? We got this. It's a lot bigger than just me having fun with my son. I was getting a lot of DM from people saying, I wish I had a father like that, or I wish I was your son, or my father passed, he used to be like that, or I'm gonna be like that when I have kids, stuff like that. So
yeah.
it made me feel good. So it really just started from there, just from some dances or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Dancing, having fun, then just became something like way more bigger than what we ever thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely dope seeing the growth that y'all display for the world, bro. Definitely inspiring. Like, you already inspired me before you even did it, though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
you inspired me to
that.
do stuff with my daughter, and that inspired me to do stuff with my daughter, and it may help her grow. Then to see y'all just do it and take off, bro. Like, that was dope. So,
Hey, and this my boy, man. So he's seen it from the beginning, way before when my son was younger and all that stuff. And the crazy part is, shout out to Bailey, man. Shout out to his daughter, Bailey. How old is Bailey now? 7?
6.
6?
Yeah.
You think she's 17, right? She's not like in a bad. So you know how some people be 17. I'm just saying she talks so good, and she ahead of her time. But you actually had stuff going on with your daughter.
Yeah.
And then you kind of stopped for a while when she started getting older.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of gave it a break a little bit because, I was doing the voiceovers and stuff. So, and she was like 3, they still figuring out their words, and it was hard to get her to like comply with what I was telling her to do. Cause she was like, I'm not trying to do this. I'm finna go play with my toys. But I mean,
she told me the other day. She told you not to cut you off. You told me the other day. You said let's do a video, and she said we're gonna do it tomorrow.
I'm like, hold on, you don't tell me what to do. Yeah, she definitely said that. So, I mean, it's getting to the point where she understands it now, and she got a love for it now. So that's what I was waiting on. that she has a love for it, and now she tells me when she's ready to do it. She's like, I'm ready. We on the video today.
Facts.
And now that becomes within her school. Like, if she don't do right at school, she can't do a video because that's something she love to do. So, I mean, it's just a process when you got when you got them so small. But, I mean, you got him already ready. He was grown. I mean, he don't really say too much.
That's the crazy thing, though. Like, he popping off of not saying nothing.
Right, bro.
That's another reason we doing this podcast, so they can see another side of him, man. Because people really think you don't talk, Makhai.
No, I know people be saying that.
Do you talk? He play too much. He irritated. They really think dude don't talk. I asked this, we gonna get some of his friends, some of his teachers, his coaches. We gonna find them and get them on this podcast at some point so they can tell you how Makhai is at school. He ain't no silent assassin. He an irritating assassin. But so crazy backstory like with Makhai. Like I remember when he was in 8th grade. Remember this? And you know he been playing ball since he was like 7th grade. 7 years old. He was like getting real like lazy with it a little bit and stuff. And I always would tell him like, man, if this ain't what you want to do, don't force yourself to do it because you think I want you to do it.
Right.
Like I'm gonna support whatever it is you do. You know what I mean? This is when he was 8th grade. You was 8th grade, right, Makhai?
Yeah, I was.
So he had practice that day too. He supposed to go practice with Gapino. And he said he didn't want to play basketball no more. So I'm like, you sure? He said, yeah. I said, what you want to do? He said, you want to be a YouTuber. So I'm not nothing wrong with it because this is me doing what I'm doing, but I never knew this. Like he even said that to me. So I'm thinking like, in my mind instantly, I said, dude, I'm like, this lazy ass nigga. He just want to sit down. I was like, guess what I did? I said, don't think you just going to be sitting there playing that game all day. You got to monetize yourself. I started talking. You know how I get. I said, no, you ain't finna just sit down. You finna have to monetize it or something. You ain't finna just play no game for no reason. Your ass just don't want to go play basketball. That's all it is, right? So I'm saying all that to and we end up talking to him. So he changed his mind and he never looked back after that. But he and now look at us is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This was never planned, man. Like this was not planned. I literally came home from Atlanta to visit my son. And we was doing a shout out to Steve Tony. We was doing his Manny, Jack, Tina, that dance, and I just kept jumping out doing it, and it was working from there. Yeah. And we just started from there, man. But how do you feel about like initially, like when we first started popping and we was doing the videos, like how did it make you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? How was you feeling about it? Or was you just doing it because I was your dad, or what? Like, break it down.
I mean, I actually like doing this stuff. I mean, it was new to me, but it took some time to get used to because that's something I was used to like that for real. But after a while, I got used to it. Then I also liked it too because then it's like, I feel like that, I mean, even the time I was like, I don't know how to word it right, but basically, it was like a way of spending more time with you.
We gotta listen so hard because his voice so deep. Dude, I got my ears tight as hell listening to him. Then I looked at you, B. Jones. He was looking like, hey, dog voice deep as hell. I finished going, dude. My Sean was like, we gotta shut up, crickets. I just finished.
But no, it was like another way, like spending more time with you and stuff. So like, it felt like it was okay. It was good because I know it's something that you love, and then even though at the time, I mean, I don't know if this is gonna be my passion or not, but I know at the time that wasn't my passion, but it was still something I like doing, and then knowing that I was still spending time with you, and then it's helping you out at the same time. Like that felt good and stuff, and then on top of that too, me start getting recognized from it. It took a while to get used to, cause I remember when I was young, I was always saying like, "Oh, I want people to know who I am or be famous and stuff." Then now that people actually recognize me, it's like, oh.
And these are conversations that he didn't ever tell us. Like when he said that, I mean, I know it now because he said it, but it was like years later. But these are conversations he was having with himself. Mm-hmm. Like I never knew that. Like so when he said he wanted to be a YouTuber and all that, or even now when he just said what he just said, like I want people to know me and all this and that. And you see, I'm just happy that it happened this way versus him going out there trying to do some other stuff to be known or fit in. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because it can go that way too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we ain't looked back though. So we've been grooving since then, dog. We've been grooving, right?
Yeah.
We've been grooving, man, and that's what it is, dog. So real quick, B. Jones, I know we all seen it, but we seen on the internet, they was talking about, because I want to know how y'all feel about it for real. They said 100 men cannot beat up one gorilla. Like 100. Think about what they saying, bro. 100 men can't beat up one gorilla. Like, what you shaking your head for?
Bro.
What you think, Makhai?
I think they can.
Yeah, it's a jewel thing, man. I'm telling you. Listen, man. Listen. Huh?
I mean, they never say you couldn't use no weapons or no.
No.
They never said no
Nah,
rules.
they say no weapons.
Okay, well, no weapons is still 100 men. So you telling me one big ass gorilla just right there in the middle, right? And we got 100 men. Now the first 10 might get Donkey Kongs.
That's what I'm saying. Where y'all gonna be at? In that? What do you?
I'm in the back. I'm in the hundreds.
How can you all make this be in the back?
What
We
you
gotta draw a
mean?
number.
Bro, we drawing numbers? See, you adding stuff to it. But I'll draw it. What's the chances of me picking 10 and under? But if we pick it, I'm being 100. But even if I think 100 men, but what if it's 100 of them dudes that be throwing them big bricks like on the strongest man competition?
Now look at you adding.
Yeah, you adding something.
You can pick your 98.
Huh?
You gonna pick your 98, the man that you want to help you fight.
Huh? What you mean?
I'm saying it's just y'all two. Then y'all can pick whoever 98 other men.
Oh
that
yeah,
y'all fight.
but, bro. If it's 100 men in general, if it's 100 men and we all our size, the first 10, maybe 20, getting beat.
They done.
But bro, we just gotta go. You just gotta close your eyes and just run like
So what if
and
all y'all gotta go
bear
at the
hug
same
that
time
mo-
instead of going? Why would y'all go 10 and 20 at a time?
No, I'm saying the first 10 still, bro. He gonna do one of these. First 10 get knocked out. Yeah, he going just like this. The first 10 getting batted. The first 10 getting batted. That's why I want to be in the back so I got time to think if I still want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I feel like we can do it, bro. 100 men? Bro, 100 men, one gorilla,
So
bro.
once all y'all go and attack him, it cannot be over with until the gorilla is down and out.
Choke that motherfucker. Bro, everybody take a hand. Listen, bro. No, yeah, I'm serious as hell. Bro, we tackle it, right? 100 people. If 5 people can flip over, if 10 dudes can flip over a Hummer, right? I don't know how many dudes men it take to flip a Hummer over, right? This is a gorilla. I know you're like, Once we all get him and we got him, he gonna start doing this. And then once we be like, oh, he can't get loose, pound on him, right? And then everybody take their hands, bro.
You know how
Put your hands on top of my
strong a
hand.
gorilla is,
Bro, you know how strong 100 men is? You think of how many men how many men is a gorilla strong? I can't even say it right. You know what I'm saying? How many regular grown men does it take to make one gorilla strength is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Google it. Google it. I bet it's about, they gonna lie.
I just think that.
It might be 20.
Don't worry about it. I just think
It ain't gonna be 100 men, bro.
seen somebody explain something on their page.
It's not gonna be 100 men. You think one gorilla is 100 men strength? No, YouTube it.
No, it was just. I probably got a YouTube.
I mean, not YouTube it, but Google it. Go to Google. You got the Wi-Fi on, right? Google it. Talking about, man, Makhai, so what number you on? You gonna run up on it first?
Who, me?
$1 million. Be the first one in line for the 100 man versus one gorilla.
I'm too skinny for that. I'm gonna need more than that. I need something to.
Man, it don't matter. If you first, you ain't gonna live to get the million. That's why I'm like, nah, I don't want the million. What'd it say?
It said gorillas are extremely strong, estimated to 4 to 9 times stronger than the average human.
4 to 9 times stronger than the average human. So that's like 10 men.
It can lift over 1,700
pounds. Oh, what you mean? You don't think 100 men? Okay. So what I'm saying,
Can 100 men lift over 1,700 pounds?
if you put something that was 1,700 pounds, right? 1,700 pounds, you took 100 men, everybody grabbed it to flip it. Hell yeah, we flipping it.
They bite force is 1,300. They can bite you too.
Hey, listen, I'm in the back. I said I'm in the back, dog. I'm in the back.
You get bit by it, what?
We bite too.
You think your bite gonna hurt it?
Bro, you gotta bite something tender, like his fingers, his ears, open his mouth and bite his tongue.
If you bite his finger, he's gonna.
No, you can't bite his tongue. He gonna bite your head off. But you can break his toes. Bro, it's something to do, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And you asked me something else, man.
As strong as 20 adult humans combined.
So one gorilla is 20 humans,
Yeah,
right?
they say.
Okay.
So if he knocks out 20, another 20 can get knocked out too, right?
No, it ain't gonna work like that because we don't, bro. It's a trick.
Said the first 20 doing
Bro,
this.
you have to have a system. We don't just back the gorilla in the corner and try to get him. We gotta send everybody in and we gotta circle them.
You just said you wasn't going
We
first.
gotta circle them though. It's 100
You just
people.
said you wasn't going first.
I'm not going first, but look at this.
How the strategy gonna work if
Bro,
you going in with everybody?
if you got a gorilla sitting right here in the middle in this room, and it's an opening in each one of these corners, right? 25, 25, 25, 25. This gorilla only got right there. They open the door, boom. Everybody running at the same time. Ah! Grab the goddamn gorilla. A couple people if he do this, a spin, he knocking them out. But once I see him spin and knock them out, you duck, slide on your chest, grab his feet. I'm serious as hell. Why are you looking at me like that? You grab his feet, you pull his ass to the ground.
All this go just
Hell yeah, it'll work. You grab his feet, pull him on the ground, he'll see fall, boom. Everybody else get on top of him. He done.
You think that's gonna work?
You gotta have
I
a system.
wouldn't do it, but
You just said that you think that y'all can win,
I mean, I think we can.
You gotta have a system.
but you got to do it though.
I'm just
You gonna do what?
when he ain't turned around, that's when
When
everybody.
you turn around.
So
His
what's your strategy for the gorilla? 100 men versus gorilla. What's your strategy?
Well, I was gonna say everybody attack him. Then the people that get knocked out are then, because I was gonna be behind her. I ain't attacking him while he facing me, because I'm just getting knocked out. I'm gonna do it. While everybody else distracting him, he or she, whatever gorilla it is.
I ain't losing to no woman gorilla. I ain't losing. He said shit. I ain't losing no woman gorilla. I ain't losing no woman gorilla. I don't care what y'all talking about. Ain't no woman gorilla whoop my a woman gorilla. I might can take that one by myself.
All right, let's see.
And it depends on how old the gorilla is. They never said that. How old is the gorilla? If it's like 9,
You gonna fight a baby gorilla?
I'll beat the hell out of baby gorilla. Are you crazy? It's a gorilla, bro. A baby gorilla probably strong as 5 people or two Makhais. I'm beating that, man. You crazy? You talking about gorilla? Talking about Hong Kong gonna get beat up or Donkey Kong, whatever his name is. You trying to look and see what it say?
He said women gorillas are 10 times stronger than humans. So that's
So the men with the boy, they weak. They weak.
it can lift up to 990 pounds.
Oh, that's light work, man. You just
So you can do it by yourself then.
what?
A female gorilla.
Nah, they say it can pick up how many pounds?
990.
Nah, not by myself. I'm 100 people.
You need 50 people, right?
50.
Since it's a female, you gotta give it some
If
type of
the
weight.
female gorilla let me grab it from the back, like, and put it in the headlock first, I think it won't get loose. Cause it's a fear lock now. It's a fear lock. This ain't no regular headlock that I put you in. If I let this girl go,
So you just gonna hold on to it till what?
what? I'm bucking on the back of it. I'm bucking. I ain't letting it go. I'm be on that back like a baby, like another baby gorilla. They gonna think I'm the baby. You crazy? You got me messed up,
All
man.
right, so we kind of talked about this earlier before the show. You said that you can outrun a tiger.
Yes.
You said like you can get away from a tiger.
Yes,
Like,
bro. You don't understand. They leap. Bear, tiger. You said can't nobody outrun a bear, bro. A tiger. This is you understand, bro. This is dumb questions that we be having. Makhai, you don't think you can outrun a tiger?
Not in a straight line. I mean, no. Actually, no. If it's a fear run, then yes.
Look, see, you gotta have faith in yourself, bro. It's a fear run. So you gotta, if a tiger running, bro, you can't zigzag. This is gonna just leap. You gotta let the tiger see you, B. Jones, and when it jump and lunge, you gotta duck and roll, nigga. Let the tiger go that way, then you grab the tail. I don't know, but it ain't gonna catch me.
So you run faster than 40 miles per hour.
Bro, I ran past one of them things that was on the street that show you how fast cars go. That white sign, and I was at like 25.
That's still not faster than a tiger.
Okay, 25 normal, right? Put fear on it. That's 50. I'm running 75. I'm 75 miles an hour with fear. You gotta add 50 to that if a tiger behind me. What you talking about? I'm gone. You just ain't got no faith. You gotta have heart, bro.
So you gotta have heart
You gotta have heart.
to get away from a tiger.
But you gotta have heart, bro. One thing, do you ever think about this?
Well, a bear a little shorter.
Yeah, man, look, I run that. That's 30 miles per hour.
You gonna run 30 miles per hour.
Bro, I ran 25 on the, the white sign thing they got, and they say don't speed your speed limit for the speed
That's
limit.
for cars, not for
Yeah, but that's how you know I'm fast, because my feet, I ain't no cars come, and I ran. I gave my fastest run. And it said 25, blink 25.
I got a 21 mile per hour and a 20 mile per hour thing from in
So you can run from a tiger and a bear.
Yes, I can run from it. I don't know about tiger. No, I can't run from a tiger. But a bear, I know for a fact I can run from a bear. It's too fat.
sound like it was Dre said.
My guy Dre said.
They run like big raccoons.
First of all, Dre the same size as a bear, so I don't know how he even be saying that. But a bear is still fast, bro. And then you can't not escape it because you still gotta climb a tree. It can climb a tree. You wanna go in the water, it can swim.
So you think you can?
Well, I can swim, so I can't probably
You can swim faster than the bear.
out of fear. Yes.
Yeah.
swim faster than a bear?
You your daddy's son.
Yeah, you got faith. I teach them faith.
I said out of fear.
Have faith, boy. You gotta have faith, bro. I'm having faith for sure. I'm definitely having faith. Ain't no bear catching me, cuz.
All right, we gonna go where the most popular place with bears is. We gonna camp for a weekend. Look, they scary. I thought it was fear.
No, it is fear, but I ain't gonna put myself in harm's way on purpose. If you tell me it's $1 million in them woods, I'm gonna try to go get it. Boy, that bear ain't catching me. I just ain't gonna climb no trees because they can come up there and they can jump down. I ain't jumping on no tree. You just gotta grab $1 million and run straight, bro.
Run straight.
Ain't no bear catching me, bro, unless there's a bunch of trees in the way and I gotta be slow. But if I could just run full speed, fear run, my 25 natural run with my 50 fear run, that's 75 miles an hour. That's cheetah run.
Yeah, that's the tiger. They said a tiger can run as fast as a cheetah. Well, it's not as fast as a cheetah, but it can run just some. That's what they say in the Google.
Oh, well, they lying.
So Google line.
You looking at I don't know what type of bear you looked
Not running
at.
cheetah then, out of fear. Put your fear speed on the shit.
You might as well add another 25. That's 100 now I'm running in. Because I already know. And I'm running with skate shoes. As soon as I get on regular ground, when I got momentum like this, and I get to that bare ground, hit that skate button, now I'm really gone. I'm out of there.
You're done.
I'm out of there. Yeah, all right.
Skechers skate is gonna help you escape a cheetah.
It will.
All right.
It will. It definitely will, nigga.
Let's answer this question.
Would you got a question for me?
If you're in an arena and you can pick 2 to defend you, and the goal is to survive for 1 hour, you get 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3.
Hold on, what? You in the arena?
You're in
What?
an arena. You're in like say the Pfizer Forum. You're inside the Pfizer Forum.
Okay.
And it's 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffaloes, 10,000 rats, 5,000 gorillas, and 4 lions. You get to pick 2 of those to help you defend yourself from the other shit for 1 hour.
So it's all of that is in there.
Yes, but you only can pick 2 to defend the other stuff.
Man, I'm picking.
It's 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles.
I'm reading it. That's what I'm saying. I'm picking 5 gorillas and 3 bears
5 gorillas and 3 bears.
to stop from all that other stuff from getting to me.
Yes.
Nah, hell no. I just looked at that. I'm picking the 15 wolves and 10 crocodiles. I'm going with the most. I'm going 10,000 rats. Yeah, I want 10,000 rats and 15 wolves. Because them rats.
What you picking?
I got 4 lions and I ain't doing that hunter.
See, tip.
Yeah, I'm doing 4 lions and 3 bears. That's what.
Oh, you done.
Y'all got to pick the 10,000 rats,
I'm
bro.
picking 10,000 rats and 50 hawks.
So I'm picking, first of all, your hawks going to eat your damn rats.
No, they not, bro. They got to focus on helping you, bro.
No.
They can't go after the people that's helping you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. But to explain you, I'm picking 2,000 rats because I'm using this as bait.
And listen, 50 hawks, you got air help. So, first of all, you got.
Well, y'all ain't finna be dropping bombs or something, man.
No, the hawk can bite a chunk. It can be.
A hawk can't pick no lion, crocodile, brown bear, wolf, buffalo, none of that up. They're gonna be up there flying around, eating your damn rats.
So now you want to make them eat the.
They're gonna eat, bro. That's what they hunt. You picking something that hunt something to be your help.
So why ain't one of y'all pick the hunter, the nigga with the gun?
You said it was 100 on there.
I said 100.
How many bullets he got?
It ain't enough to last an hour.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we don't know how good his aim is. He might shoot me. I'm running from my stuff and he's shooting, trying to help me shoot him. Shot me.
Put it in there,
I thought you was a wolf. Like, yeah. Nah. I'm picking them. I forgot what I said. The 15 wolves because they run in packs, so they know how to hunt good together. They can attack any of that together. Then 10,000 rats, you throwing bait to the other stuff to throw you off. Oh, you hungry? You hungry, lion? I got 10,000. I got unlimited for an hour. I ain't throwing 10,000 rats. I don't know if gorillas eat them, but I know lions eat meat. I know hawks eat meat. Crocodiles eat meat. Brown bears eat meat. You stow it.
So you just
the hunter, he probably just like us. What if I was the hunter? We scared of rats and mice.
You definitely scared of mice.
So yeah, we are. You throw that at him, he might drop the gun. Ah! Pick the gun up. Now I got the gun.
The hawk is gonna take the gun out of his hand.
Bro, what type of hawk you got? This ain't no trained zoo hawk, man. They giving you.
How you gonna discredit my hawk?
They regular
but
hawks.
then so your wolves and rats is all mighty.
No, I told you I'm throwing my rats. Wolves running packs. I had facts. They run in packs. So I got
only
15
of them.
But to me, only 15. Yeah, they run in packs though. Boom. And then rats, I'm throwing it. So while they doing whatever they doing over there with a couple
So
more
you don't pick
things.
the rats up with your bare hands and throw 'em. You already just said you're scared of them.
Well, it's fear. You be forgetting that fear. Fear? You know the type of stuff people do when they're scared, bro? It's a lot of stuff you won't run into or do when you scared, but when you scared, you might be like, I never go in there. I never go in there. I'm not going in there. But let something be tasting that you're scared of. You will not think twice, bro. You're running straight past through whatever you terrified of. It's life or death on the line, bro. I'm running. I'm gone.
This is for 1 hour too. This ain't.
Bro, I'm gone for an hour,
You know
bro.
what an hour is?
10,000 rats. I'm biting tails off and throwing them motherfuckers like grenades. I'm tossing them, dog. I'm tossing them.
And what you said? You said
4 lions and 3
4 lions and 3 bears. What your bears gonna help defend?
I ain't worried about the hawks.
I said just the hawks. What about everything else?
No, I'm saying the wolves, they scared of brown bears. I be seeing videos and stuff. They be one brown bear in the woods, be still actually scared. So if it's 3 of them, they ain't gonna be too scared. So I ain't worried about that. The hunter, his gun ain't that fast, so I could run from that. I ain't worried about him. And I mean, the lion can sneak attack him.
He think he faster than a bullet?
No, I'm saying I'm saying like, cause he gotta aim and stuff. I'm running full speed and stuff. He ain't finna.
You running
there to
straight?
time it. No, not straight. I'm saying I'm gonna be running around because I gotta run around. I can't run straight because of the stuff.
I mean,
the
it's in the
buffalo.
5 or 4. You don't even know where he at. He could be hiding in the skybox.
Nah, they said a hunter, not a sniper. Well, hunters hide too.
And then
So
the 10,000 rides, the lions into that. That could be their little dinner or something. Cause
What about the 5 gorillas
the 5 gorillas?
against the 4 lions? But you say he gonna be worried about rats. So
I mean, the gorillas ain't catching me. So if they getting beat up or something, they ain't got nothing to do with me. But in the 10,000 rides, I'm worried about that. And buffalo, lions eat buffalo, so they'd probably be scared now.
So you think your 4 lions can eat all that? You just made it to a buffet for the lions.
Oh, what? Like, it ain't gonna work like that. It ain't gonna work like that. Look, dog, look.
As long as I survive, that's all that matters. They ain't catching me, so.
Look, dog. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something that I had. He don't even like that. Look. It's random as hell, but I forgot it was right here. This how much. You be like, how much you love your son? How much you love your son, dog? Look, this is real. I swear to God, this ain't no joke or nothing, bro. Look how scary ass. You think I got some, bro?
Not a fear.
Do you know what this is? No, this is real, bro.
What is this?
This is, you know what this is, Makhai?
No.
This is, I don't even want to touch it. This is literally 100%. I can touch this. This is the P test. I promise the dog, God showed me that right now. When Kwani told me she was pregnant with Makhai, I was 21, because he was born when I was 22. I was about to. She peed and she was pregnant. I never got rid of this. So this is genuinely 100% the P test she peed on, bro. Like no cap, like no jokes, no funny stuff. This how much I knew. I was like, man, I'm about to be the best. I'm trying to keep everything, bro. She peed on this. We found out she was pregnant and found out I was having a boy. And I kept it. She was throw it away. I said, no, I'm keeping it. So,
You gonna give it to him?
hell no. Because he gonna lose it. He ain't gonna cherish it like I cherish it. This literally the P test. So when people be like, man, like how much else? I'm like, that's crazy, right? You ain't thinking about that.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. This is 100%, bro. The P test, bro. And this, look, I'm this type of dude too, bro. This motherfucker dirty. This is the shirt I had on when I met his mama. I'm just switching gears real quick. When I met her, like, so I've been knowing her since elementary school, but I'm saying like we wasn't friends, like we went to the same school, but then like we stayed in touch or nothing, you know what I'm saying? And I get to that, another episode or something. But when I met her, like when we exchanged numbers, like we actually exchanged numbers, and then not knowing it was gonna become all of, this is the shirt I had on, bro. I was outside of, it was called a Ladybug. It's at 618.
Yeah,
that's how old we is.
Yeah.
This is the shirt I had on. Let me show the camera. When I met her outside the club, this is the shirt I had on when she was all on my wood.
Wow.
And she seen me and she was like, I want him. I said, yeah, I want you too.
That blue shirt on?
Yeah, this is academic. I mean, it's academics. Look.
Said she wants, it was orange, right?
Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on, man. Academics, bro. I'm older than you. That's why. Academics was the stuff back then, bro. This was like a good shirt. This was a lit shirt. And look how fat it is. Fat clothes back now.
Dog.
But this ain't out.
Same size, right?
I was this size, but bro, people wore big clothes back then, bro. Yeah. When I was 21, how old you was? Like 10. You was like 10. You was probably like 10.
I was like 10.
Hey.
11.
And this, the condom that I was supposed to use on you. On your mama for you, but I didn't use it because I wanted a son, so. My shit grew since then, though, because I can't fit these no more.
You got a Planned Parenthood condom.
Yeah. Hey, that was a 21-year-old thing, boy. No,
that's
right there, man.
No, man, but yeah, dog, that was something I always kept. Like, I like to keep stuff like that, bro. Like just to get back into like, we kind of, we having fun. It's our first episode. We just all over the place having a good time, man. But a lot of people will ask me like on social media and stuff like why am I like this way over my son and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I honestly feel like it like, cause my dad was in my life heavy. Mm-hmm. He was definitely there, but he was like on the road. He was gone a lot. So it was like, I do have a lot of, when I got older, I was like, man, I wish we would have got to do this or do that or do this. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like he played music, so he would take me to his rehearsals and try to put me in the band practices with him, and I'd be sitting there. I used to be so bored, bro. Like, I want to be here, man. But look how I went in full circle. Granted, I didn't end up doing music, but I did comedy, and my dad was funny too, but I ended up incorporating music within my comedy on accident. So that's why I have an ear when people be like, you probably can rap for real if you do it. I'd be like, no, I can't. But then when I look back, I said I probably could if I got a rhythm for this stuff because I was around it all the time and I was growing up.
A lot of songs on the fly though.
Yeah, facts. So, but we I always used to be like all the things that I did with Makhai, like it was simple. I always knew like time meant more than what I was gonna buy my son. Yeah. You could buy him everything, and then what you do? A week later they want something else. Then another week they want something else. Like we just got you that. But time is like memories. Like you feel what I'm saying? We was riding bikes, playing football, chasing geese, just going to get ice cream, and people didn't understand like simple things like that don't cost no money.
I heard you were scared of
at
geese.
Times. Oh my God. You said what?
I heard you were scared of geese.
You want that geese story? Look, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, I'm glad you said that. A goose story about Makhai. I took him and my nephew. Shout out to my nephew Maurice. He be in the videos. He'll be on the episode as well. But I took them. Now Reese, my sister kids, they savage. They ain't scared of nothing. They ain't even ghetto hood babies or nothing. They just fearless. You feel what I'm saying? They like fearless. But I took them to the park to do our normal geese chase, and I took my nephews, him and Marcel, and they chasing the geese. They getting close to the geese. Like the geese running, they try to run to the water. Yeah. Marcel and Reese like right by the tail. I'm like, hey, don't touch that damn geese. Cause now I'm like, they finna touch it. The geese was running from them. One goose went his own way. This is crazy. They chased these geese this way. One goose ran his own way and ran right. Makhai was like 5, 4, 6, somewhere around there. 6, no, he probably was like 6. And the goose ran his own way, ran his own route. Makhai kept chasing that one. The goose stopped, bro. It just stopped. It's like he just seen the softness in Makhai, bro. Like, he like, man, I ain't finna keep running for this soft ass nigga. Because, dog, it just stopped and looked at Makhai, and dude was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Goose. I'm sorry, Mr. Goose. Bro, I was so mad, dog. I was so mad, like, being a man and seeing my son, like, he literally stopped and was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Goose. I'm sorry, Mr. Goose. I'm like, man, if you don't go touch that goddamn goose, man. Whole time, I'm back there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to chase it. But I'm like, that in my mind, I'm like, that motherfucker look tough. Like, so if I chase it and then he start chasing me, now I gotta run. And I couldn't show him. That's the only thing about having a son, bro. We all want sons until we get to that point where we have to show them not to be scared of something that we're scared of. We teach our boys to be so tough and telling them to stop being soft. And we scared of a lot of the same stuff that they scared of. But we can't tell them because we gotta be Superman. Yeah. We gotta be tough. It's a mouse. If he came here right now and I went to his mama's, she's like, it's a mouse running around, Makhai jumping on the bed. I'm like, why the hell you running with my goddamn mouse? Until that mouse come out, I'm gonna be up there with him. Like, why you want? He gonna be looking at me. I'll be like, man, get your ass.
Nah, it look like it's sick, man. I don't want to get.
Yeah, I don't get my phone. It's a sick mouse, man. I don't know where that mouse came from. That motherfucker came outside. Now, if it was a white lab rat, I'll step on that motherfucker. They gonna make an excuse. If it was a white lab rat, nah, I'll step on that. But yeah, man, with my pops though, man, that's what made me want to be like super tight with my son. You know what I'm saying? And just build that bond and making sure we didn't lose that, like, you know what I'm saying? And so what you, cause you got kids, man. Tell them how many kids you got, and you know, boys, and like how you feel about like being a father.
Man, I got 5 kids, man.
Damn. What? Man, I mean, talking about.
Anyway, 5 kids, man. I got 3 girls, 2 boys.
Nick Wayne, country cannon boy. Come on, keep going.
Hey, listen.
5. How old you is right now?
Doing good. They got way more than me.
No, facts. You're an amazing father. I'm gonna let you get into that, but nah, what's your age?
Ages is 13.
No, your age.
My age is 32.
Damn.
Anyway.
So you 32 with 5.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't give a damn.
Hey, it's not.
No, I'm rock that. No, what's up though?
The kids out of like relationships, so it wasn't like one of those one night stands and nothing like that. So every
Trying to
child
make her
I
mad
had,
and shit. Dog, so I'm gonna have a baby. You told me you said it to one of them. I'm gonna have a baby with your ass so I can be a bad daddy and shit. Like he told me, man, that bitch. He said, man, she made me mad. That bitch made me mad, man. I told her I'm gonna get. He told her that. Remember he told me that?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, dude, wait. I'm gonna have a baby by that bitch and leave her. That's how I'm gonna get back at her.
all my kids was pretty much planned. But you know, mothers that I've dealt with, things kind of change when dealing with a mother. They think a baby can pawn you or keep you around a situation that's, you know what I'm saying, that's toxic, and that's not me at all. Only I say that because I was a child in the middle of a toxic, like my dad and my mom put me in the middle of the court stuff, and I didn't never want my kids to go through that. So I always prided myself on making sure they
He was at court testifying one day for your daddy, the next day you there for your mom.
Yeah, they even tried to make me
Prep talk. I'm gonna say that. Prep talk. You
like, you gotta talk to the guardian of life. This is a true story. Like, I don't usually be saying this like to a lot of people, but when I was like in like the 5th grade, I had literally wrote a suicide letter, bro. And I really strongly felt
No, I'm not, because I don't know you for real. No, I'm not laughing. Listen, I'm not laughing at that, but it's you saying it, dude. So that's why I'm like you ain't, because you can't play about that. You know that, right?
I can't play about that.
Okay, that's how I'm, you know, I'm like, bro, don't be saying, don't crack no
That's how
joke.
frustrated I was with them, how much they was going back and forth and arguing over me. And my dad said he.
Do you kind of like remember? Do you kind of remember like what you were saying? Like, you know, I know you don't know if like verbatim.
The letter was, I'm like, I don't want to be here no more, because if I ain't here, then my mom and my dad will argue. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it when I get home. The teacher picked it up. They was like, oh yeah, they made me.
What grade was you in?
5th grade. I was like in the 5th grade.
See, and people don't understand, bro. Like, that's stop looking at me like that, dog. But no, people don't understand. No, because I'm not. Because it's you. Because you fight too much.
I want to kill myself.
No. Because I mean, no. Because I'm goofy. Because I'm not laughing at that.
We had a conversation.
No,
like
bro.
this.
Because it's like somebody tell me. No. Let me tell you why I'm laughing. Let me tell you why I'm laughing though. So it's this girl that I was talking to at one point. And we was on the phone, and she told me she had a situation. We having a serious conversation, so I'm not laughing, right? Yeah. So anytime somebody have this conversation, I instantly think about that. So I'm really not even laughing. I promise you, I'm not. She told me, she was like, one time I wanted to commit suicide. So she said, I think she was trying to talk herself out of it or something, but she wanted to do it so bad. So she said, so I called the suicide hotline. I said, they got those? She said, yeah. She said, do you know when I called the suicide hotline, these motherfuckers put me on hold, but I couldn't hold it. I bust out laughing because it's like they trying to basically tell you to do it. This is a true story, bro. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? She told me that, bro. She said she called a suicide hotline and they put her on hold. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but you was young, so you don't really know. You frustrated. You don't know what's going on. You want your
parents. I was at school when I wrote it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a big picture behind that too. Like what you saying that, because like parents, sometimes we can get so caught up into us and forget about our kids and how they feel and what they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So the whole time you feeling this way, they don't have a clue. They just bumping heads, going back and forth, and you ready to just take it like dope. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, it basically was like I was, if I ain't here, y'all ain't arguing, I ain't in the middle of this no more. But they ended up taking the letter. I had to go through counseling before I came back to school.
How did they feel when they read it, though, your parents? I'm saying, like, what did
They was messed up behind it, for sure. I mean, they still was going through the court stuff, but it wasn't as like bad. Like they weren't even arguing with each other no more after that. But it still was like, that's something I would never put my kids through. So I pride myself on that when I had kids. Like I'm never going to be the person to be like, well, I'm by any means necessary. I don't care what your mama say. You gonna have to go through this, and you gonna have to pick sides. You gonna have to like. I never want to put my kids through that.
See, and look, I'm glad you saying that too, man, because like me with Myron and Makhai's mom, right? You know, we just got back together 15 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, we understood the bigger picture, right? So when we were younger, we were together. Had Makhai by the time he was 3 years old. We wasn't together no more. I was being like, everybody talk about cheating as Myron. She laughed all the time. They be like, y'all laughing? That was really him, right? You know what I mean? So I was young. So that was really who I was. So we didn't work out, right? I was in love with her. Like, that's why it was crazy, because my sister used to get so mad at me. Like, how can you love somebody so much, but I always want to cheat and do this and do that? And I didn't understand why she was saying that. And she was like, that's why one day a girl gonna break your heart. And it ended up being Kwani, but it wasn't like her breaking my heart because she cheated back or nothing. It was because of I knew she was gonna be there, so I just continued to just not change. Then when she finally gave up, she gave up. When a woman gives up, they give up. Everything changed. You can feel it. Their emotions, the way they move, the way they talk to you, everything changes. And I started feeling that, and I was still fighting, but she was done, right? But we had our moments where we would like buff heads and stuff when he was younger. But we realized that it wasn't healthy for him, so we just left it where it was. No sexual, like people think, and before this, I used to think that too back then. Oh, ain't no way you got a baby mama, y'all ain't still messing around or doing this, or especially if y'all able to be cool. 15 years, like we never had no type of, I ain't trying to say from, but he's 18 now. We never had no type of sexual relations. It was 100% great co-parenting. We can go to the same basketball games, there's tournaments, and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it just and vibe out. You know what I'm saying? We can go to hotel rooms and he could be there, like, and she there, and we in two different beds. We in two beds. You know what I mean? You lay on your bed, me and my son on this bed. He knows that. So we always just showed that. So because it was a bigger picture than just us, we could have kept it like how you said your mom and papa was at once, and they was just bumping heads. They wasn't really worried about your feelings. And we don't know how that feel with him. You know what I mean? So I feel like we did a great job in that. And granted, he still probably seen us bump heads. He can feel tension at times, like when stuff ain't right. He can see that. But he ain't like really seen like the stuff that me and Kwani actually used to do when we was young, how we was going through it. It was like, I don't think he remember none of that. Do you?
No.
That's what I mean. So he was too young to even remember stuff. You know what I mean? So that was that. So I always just cherish that. You know what I mean? Like to just be able to do that. But I also often ask him, because I want to get to this story too, but we do that. You got to check on your kids, man.
Yeah, facts.
I ask them often, like, are you okay? I randomly ask them that. And I still feel like, tell me everything. But I'm like, you good? Because I want him to feel like he can talk to me about anything. But I know I'm still his dad, so certain stuff he still might be nervous to come talk to me about. Yeah. But it's like, I'd rather him come to me than the streets. Especially him being 18 and 17, 16, all that. Just come talk to your pops and we figure it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, Makhai, like, how do you feel, how important is it to you to have an active father? Because I'm sure you got friends that don't have what you have as a father. Mm-hmm. Or you do?
No, yeah.
So, okay, so, I mean, do you see a difference in, like, how you are than how they are and stuff? And, like, how important is it to you to have an active father like the way I am with you?
No, yeah, I do. So I know, like, some of my friends, like, who don't got active fathers, or whatever the case may be for them, or if they do got a father, but they ain't there for them, or they father probably passed or something. Like, I'll say, like, with them, I know a lot of times they were like, they had to grow up quicker than, like, how I did. Like, for the most part for me, since I got you, my mama, and all that, it feel like I could still, like, enjoy my, like, teen years and, like, be a kid and, all that. Like, with them, or whatever the case may be for them, they have to, like, because obviously they ain't got no father figure in their life or like no man that could like step up to be there for them. So it's like they have to like grow up quicker. So they probably doing most stuff that a teenager or wherever how old you was, they gonna be doing at that age or something like that. So like, yeah, I could definitely see the difference.
That's good. So do you appreciate like you know what I mean? 'Cause I know I get on your nerves. I know I get on your nerves. That's the one thing people don't know. Like it don't matter how good of a father you is, you could do everything right to try to teach your kids the right thing. They still gonna find a way to be like, I can't stand him. I don't like him. So look, I'm finna ask him a question. This your one time, you get one chance to tell me what's one of the worst things you think you ever said behind my back to some of your friends because you was mad at me. Look at his face. Oh, he's smiling now. I want to know. Listen, it's all clear. I ain't mad. I just want to know. Like, I want to know, like, what was one thing, and you can bottle, you know, you pick which one you want to say, but like, what's one of the things you be like, you might look back at and be like, man, I should have said that, man. That was probably kind of crucial, or even if you didn't think it was crucial, you just sat back and was like, I can't believe I said about my dad. I must have been real mad. Because I know when I was young, I used to say all types of stuff. Oh, I can't wait till he die. You old as hell. I used to say all type of stuff. Kids say stuff like that when you young, bro. I didn't say that when I was no teenager, but I'm saying when I was young, bro, I say all type of stuff, man. You be mad as hell with your parents. Go in that room and punch that air. I was my dad ass invisible plenty times. So as I closed that door, I was beating the hell out of my daddy. Motherfucker, I know you can't fight. I stomped him. Then, yeah, I did that. So what's one, Mac? You got one, two?
Actually, I got one. This one I was younger.
Yeah, I bet you. Yeah, you better say it. He said, now we the same size. Now, how old do you think you was?
I was like in 5th grade. That's when you remember when I think you and my mom got my report. No, it wasn't that when I stole out of Walmart.
Oh yeah, he stole a car. I wasn't there. He stole a car. That was a car.
Yeah, it was a toy car. It was like
how did you get caught?
Armani snitched on me.
His cousin snitched on him.
That's because I seen the car. It was actually out the package.
So you was a thief at 5 years old.
It was actually a pack. No, I was like in 5th grade, 5th or 4th when that happened.
Oh, so it was about 10.
Yeah, but the car was already out the package already, and I seen it. And it was actually a car that I actually wanted too. So I'm like, I looked around, I ain't seen no staff, and then I took it. And then
who taught you how to steal like that? He said he looked around, so he stole it intentionally.
I looked around, I took it, put it in my pocket, and then I started to be walking with my mom. One of the staff members walked up to me. He was like, you could tell he was like in his 20s or something, like he was young. He came up to me, he said, I guess his manager or something, I guess he must look on the camera or something.
LP, loss prevention.
Yeah, but he kept following me because I was trying to get him like to walk out. I'm like, oh, okay. I just kept saying, oh, okay, and stuff. So
your heart was beating like mud, wasn't it?
Yeah, but and then I'm following my mama, and my mama, she kept turning around, but she ain't say nothing. But then I'm still walking. I'm like, okay, trying to not make no eye contact with him. And then she finally asked me, she was like, is everything okay? She was like, do you know him? I was like, I said, I think so. Even though I didn't, I just want to clear it up. But then I guess she felt uncomfortable with it, so she finally asked, like, is everything okay? This and she was like, then I guess he told her, he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. And the staff told me he wasn't gonna tell on me or nothing. He was like, you good? He said, I ain't gonna send that to your mom. He came up, he kept following us. She finally asked him what's wrong, and he was like, oh, nothing. He was like, my manager seen your son taking the car, so I turned and looked at him. I said, you told me he was gonna snitch.
Was it a white man or a black dude?
It was a black dude. Cause I think it's because the way my mom looked, cause she like shoots from the snap, so he probably, I don't know if that was like he was scared or something, so it just came out. But then she asked Armani in my head, I'm like, Armani ain't gonna say nothing, cause Armani was like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Or my mom, she was like, she looked at Armani, she was like, did he take that car? He said, so quick. Yep, he took the car.
I ain't finna get in no trouble. He said she was mad. Like, I ain't finna go down with you, man.
And then he was like, I said, I didn't take the car. And then that's when I went back. I was acting like I was looking for the car. I went around the little aisle, took the car in my pocket, and I came back around and said, oh, I found it under the thing, even though it was really in my
You
pocket.
a professional thief. You a professional thief. I'm glad you ain't never stole nothing from me.
Yeah, I found it under the thing.
That's great. That's the first time you ever stole, or you got some more hidden stories?
I mean...
Oh, you been stealing?
No, not like that.
Dog, I hope your mama Kwani watches watching you be stealing. He done stole, because he ain't never stole nothing from me. I can leave money and everything around. I didn't know you was a thief. I knew you had that incident with your mama with that car, but I didn't know you was stealing other stuff.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you ain't a dumb thief.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's so?
But the reason, but what I was gonna say, but yeah, after that situation, remember when she called you and stuff?
Yeah,
So basically, so yeah, when you came in, well, I didn't even know you was coming. She told me my TT Lily was gonna come because the doorbell rang. I'm happy and stuff. I'm like, okay, because I'm thinking she's gonna calm down now. Because when she said, yeah, Lily, that was Lily, so I'm like, okay, hopefully she'll calm her down. Then she'll be better mood. As soon as I open the door, I seen you, but I ain't think she told you. I didn't think you knew. And I think when I said something, I think I was like, "What's up, Dad?" And you was like, "No, I ain't trying to hear it." I said, "Oh, he knew."
Girls ain't know what's up, nigga.
No, what's up, me, man? Your mama told me you stealing, man.
I was like, "Oh, he know." Then I think it's when y'all put me in the room, and then that's when he was trying to whip me. And I remember it because I was kept moving around. And that's when my mama, she came in there and put me in the headlock or
Yeah,
something.
she was trying to help me. I didn't need no help because he was tall. He was a little long, slinky 11-year-old, 10-year-old. No, listen. Quantity always try to tell that story like Myron. I didn't need no help. He was, listen, bro, listen. I didn't need no help. I did not need help.
Get over here.
You know, he was like, first of all, you know how tall Makhai was at 10, 11. He was already tall. He was just skinny, way skinny. But when I was trying to get him, he was all over the place, bro. And I ain't one of them people like, people go insane and just hit the kid anywhere. I ain't finna just beat my kid across the back, the face, the neck. I'm not doing that. So get back. Get back. I was tired as hell, but I was breathing hard as hell. I'm about to take a break and then come back and whoop him again. I was finna, you getting it? She came in there.
Trying to hold him down.
Yeah. She got him in the headlock like,
I got him now.
She doing all this. I'm still trying to whack him. We both tired as hell, y'all. He slithery as hell. I'm like, I didn't need no help. Nah, she tell everybody, Myron needed help. Makhai was in her hands and his. I was like, I didn't need no damn help. He just was slithery. Because moms, you know, black moms, when they get mad, they don't care. When they mad, they're mad.
I didn't say
didn't want to do that, bro. So that's why she came there and assisted. I didn't need no help.
You got jumped, bro.
But he didn't get jumped, man. Because I had him. But what you say, that's why I want to get to that.
When I went to school, I know after a while, when I was in the room by myself for a minute, I was like saying my little, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know I definitely was talking to myself, saying all type of stuff. But then when I went to school, I was talking to my friends, and I was telling them about it, and then I was like, it started making me mad over again for some reason, and then I told them, they was laughing about it. That's what made me mad. They was laughing about it. They was like, dude got whooped this and boom. I was like, all right. I said,
he ain't have to go to school and tell nobody that he got to whoop it up. He went to school and told about his whooping. Then they teased him. Now he mad at me.
Yeah. Then that's when they was teasing about it. I was like, all right. I was like, he a bum anyway. I was like, I don't care. He a bum. They was like, you want to say to his face? They was like, you want to say to his face? I said, I would say to his face. They was like, what you gonna do? And then I was like, nah, I'll be wrong if I call CPS. How about that? I was like, they gonna be mad if they ain't got no child.
So you was gonna throw us. You was gonna send us CPS. So you gonna call CPS because you stole.
Yourself in the system?
Well, because you got disciplined for stealing.
That's what my friend. One of my friends, they was like, you mad because you got caught too. They was like, don't matter. They should never jump me. I was like, nah, they gonna be mad when they ain't got no son no more, and somebody else adopt me or something. I said, then what? And then
What you think was gonna happen over there? You don't know what the people's gonna do to you. He be over there crying. You don't know what type of family they's gonna send him with a 76-year-old white family eating casserole every day. Eating casserole, plain food. You was gonna be over there like, man, I don't want to do it. They's gonna have hella
You gonna be
cats.
in the basement. Your room was in the basement.
On what? Yeah, you was gonna. So real quick before we get, because I know we about to wrap it up in a second. So like I said, we like first one, we having fun. We talked about like why it's important to, talk to our kids and things like that. We touched a lot of stuff. We had fun. We did a lot of things. But me knowing that we was going to do this podcast show, whatever y'all want to call it, man, I call it a show. I had got on my Facebook and I told people that they could email, I do one story each episode. I told them they could email me if they had like any type of situation for like, if it was any kids out there that, that look up to me and my son's relationship. Because they might, like I said before, they might not have a father, or their father there and he's not active, or he's passed away, or some people might be soon to be fathers. They have advice and they have stories. So it was one guy that sent this. I'll read it and then we can give our input because he said, you know what I'm saying? So this is what they wrote me. He said, yo, my name is Kevin. People call me Vine or Viney. I see your videos on Instagram and I had to send mine because this is real life stuff, you feel me? I'm 16 from Chicago. And he said, and me and my dad never really been the best of friends. Yeah, I had my dad from time to time, but it's like every time I think he back for good, he ends up leaving again. One time my father broke all the TVs in the house, cut the washer and dryer, power cords, left my mom in debt, and took all the things and left for another woman, and that really hurt to the core. That's a lot. Where are we at? That really hurt to the core. You know, I've been through a lot. My dad doesn't even know that I got shot last year in my left arm, which almost left my left arm paralyzed. Sometimes he forgets me and my siblings' birthdays and everything. He don't even know that I have a baby on the way, and all I want is for him to be there for me and guide me through this. I would really like some advice on it. And then he got this other stuff to say, but I want to say I love everything I see that you do with your son, all the videos. I see y'all be funny. I be cracking up for real. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. I praise y'all because I wish I had what y'all have. Oh, yeah, tell your son he can't beat me in a 1v1. I want to play him. Also, if you could do me one more solid, he want me to react to his music and stuff like that. And then he sent me his YouTube. So basically, his father was there, right? Y'all was listening, right? His father was there. He left his mama high and dry. So obviously, they must have got into it or something. You know what I'm saying? For another woman, he said, right? He said he left her for another woman. What else was he saying? It was a lot. Y'all wasn't listening? Oh,
Yeah,
he said he got shot in his arm. His daddy don't know that, and he got a baby on the way.
Yeah.
So he's 16, and it seemed like he pretty much just had his father kind of in and out of his life. He was there, but they ain't really got no real connection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So with that, from what I got, he got shot. His dad don't know that. He got a baby on the way. His dad don't know that. So again, like I was saying earlier, like this is a more worse case scenario like than what I was saying. Me and my pops, like I said, he was there, but he was on the road a lot doing shows, but he was definitely there. I got memories, but I wish he was like how I was with my son. It just seems like, yeah, he was just there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, at this point in time, it's like, I feel like to me personally, I feel like he is who he is, bro. Like his father, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Like he is who he is. So it's like, he's gonna always have questions and doubts and all type of things about his father. And like, I wish this, I wish that. But it's gonna take for his father to want to be a man and step up to, you know what I mean? To come back into his life and actually be active. Because he's still 16, so it's not too late. I mean, he is who he is as well, but, it's like so many questions I want to ask, like, how did you, because I don't know that. How did you get shot? What are you into? Like, you know what I mean? But if his dad was there and he's not around, he's not teaching him nothing. You know what I mean? He's not distilling nothing into him like how he's here. He's not a street. He does regular dumb teen stuff, but he's not in the street selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Drugs and stolies and doing that. But that's because he has an active father to guide him.
I just the question would be is, have you ever had like one-on-one, like sit down with his father, like to the point where he can ask him like, why? Like, what's your side of the story? Like why are you like this? Versus they never even had that conversation and he just in and out. So,
but it seems like from his story, it just seemed like how you were saying before your parents fix it. It seemed like he just more into the mom. So it's like once I'm done with the mom, I'm done with the whole situation.
Right.
And to me, that's not fair to the kids because it's like, I don't care how much I got into it with the mother of my son or something like that. I want my kids bad as possible. Like, I want them. I don't care. I go to court for 10 years if I need to get my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for mine. Like, but everybody had their different stories and different reasons. But where him is just, my advice to him would just be to just, stay locked in, stay focused, use it as motivation, because a lot of people do that. Like, oh, I'm like this because I ain't had no father. Like, it's a lot of men out here with no fathers, right? You just you have to use that as motivation and don't be like him. Take the stuff
he's a father now. So.
Yeah, you about to be a father. And whether you have a boy or a girl, you have to 100% know, like, I don't want to be like this man. You know what I mean? I'm going to make sure my kid is loved every inch of my, you know what I mean? Like, my baby going to know that I love the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay out of trouble. So however you got shot, don't get shot no more. Stay away from anybody that you hanging around that live that type of lifestyle. And if it's just you by yourself, just remove yourself from that, bro, because now you have something to live for. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to get shot. You got a baby on the way. God gave you a second chance. So just keep going and keep grinding, man. You know what I mean? What do you think, Makhai, before we close out?
Well, I probably was going to say the same thing. I was going to just say use it as motivation. And then, then Yeah, I was pretty much gonna say just use it as motivation, and then just try not to be the same person that he was, and then be it. Because you say you got a son, a kid on the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then just be a better father than what his father was to his child.
Fact. So, Vaughn, that was what you had for it too?
Yeah, it's basically, I mean, you try to have that conversation, but the dad would have to want to have the conversation too. I think with a lot of stuff, people just gotta have conversation and just to listen, and then the other person listen. A lot of people just don't listen. A person just be like, no, yeah, your mom was this, and like, no, listen to what your son's saying, bro. Cause
that bond.
So you gotta build a conversation bond first, but two sides gotta be willing to do it. Like, you gotta be from both sides. It just can't be one person want to do it. But like you said, like the motivation and like being a better father for the child that you're about to have. And also have a conversation with your mother as well. I mean, I don't know the bond he got with his mother. I mean, he's there with her. But, I mean, just gotta have a conversation with both parents to try to get understanding and then try to just move forward from there.
A fact. So, basically, all our advice to you, Vaughn, is stay focused, stay out of trouble, and, man, keep going. Use all your pain and all your trauma as motivation, man. Because we all got a story just from a different book. So you take this page out your story and use it to make your book end with a happy ending. So that's just what I feel. So with that being said, this is our official ending of our first episode of Conversations with Myron and Makhai, man. We at Hypothetical. Y'all gonna see him a lot. B. Jones.
Appreciate y'all.
Got my son, Makhai. Y'all know y'all got to see him talk more than y'all ever see him in videos, man. So make sure y'all tune in. Episodes drop every Thursday. And we locked in, man. Peace out.
RP Bucks.
What's up, everybody? I'm Myron, the world's most irritating father.
And I'm Makhai, the silent assassin.
And you are tuned in to our show, Conversations with Myron and Makhai, where you will not only see our fun, silly side like our videos,
But you'll see our more serious side as well.
and on this show, our aim is to allow you to really get to know us, shine light on all the active fathers, single mothers, and to uplift any kids who suffer from not having an active father and feel like they're abandoned.
Welcome to Conversations with Myron and Makhai.